Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Mountaineers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give them a first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Leaves it with the running back. Smashes through. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, TCU. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Figueroa. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So TCU's offense has the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Off play action, trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's right on target.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their unit integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush.
Going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red. And it's caught! Touchdown, West Virginia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's looking for a man on second down. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him for the passing.
And that kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Gets off his 1st one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. West Virginia hasn't the offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Townsend. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Figueroa. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's not afraid to throw it from way back here. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the connection.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man on the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point was good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Back to throw. It's Figueroa. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Snagged in the middle. It's Bean. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Figueroa. Now improvising. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They run the reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here puts the linebacker, but man, everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there into the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to stay on his feet.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
TCU 21.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. It's complete. Stopped after making the catch.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. Headed to the end zone. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
and the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Fires complete on the crosser.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. On target over the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his...
And he pulls it in at the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw it again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us. Offense set on first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second and short now after that completion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Figueroa. Quickly complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to pass it on second down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
No monkey business. First down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, West Virginia. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can...
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect that.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Figueroa. Flips it out in the flat. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Shows him the stiff arm. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Dropping back, it's Figueroa. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it up.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Makes the grab on the left. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give from the gun.
Throwing back to the carry ball. Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, West Virginia! And the pummeling has started. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll leave it with him. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Coming after him. The short hands. It's Bean. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the big fella. Can't get him to the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mountaineers are on the move.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job with those guys being on the same page there.
Pick up before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Mountaineers will punt this one over. How about this? A fake. They get to him as he throws. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get a touch. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught inside the 25. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the #1 team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll do it himself. Nice move there. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They go to the ground. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Figueroa. Moves around to clear up the vision. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense, even though they knew sometimes they were...
He's going to fire deep. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They're like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Got his man quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Pressure coming. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Figueroa. Zings it complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, West Virginia! He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently, week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know he...
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. These 2 defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Return's going to get it up. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on 1st down. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Figueroa. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Going to take a shot. He's got it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Bean. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is smashing people. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dances away from one. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The run from the shotgun. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the air, it's Figueroa. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, West Virginia. They take the lead with the 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. On the run, it's Bean. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. And the Mountaineers pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a
touchdown, Mountaineers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to James Madison. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On second down, looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide.
And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got... He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. Off he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And they spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Makes the catch, he's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Morgantown, West Virginia, almost heaven, and home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. This fan base is fired up. They've been getting ready for this game since early this morning. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Mountaineers offense comes on the field first today. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And the Mountaineers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Figueroa. Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. The Mountaineers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense.
He's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play. The Texas Longhorns offense out there for their first possession. Well, a wide receiver, Kirk, this dangerous, who lines up all over the place. Can the linebackers step up and help out the secondary enough today?
Yeah, usually you see these matchups, the slot receiver has a big advantage. But I'll tell you, this linebacker is an excellent athlete, but the wide receiver he's covering today will pose a textbook challenge to see if he can truly cover.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. And he cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. The pocket breaking down. And is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Caught, completion. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the Mountaineers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. He eludes the rush. He's moving out of the pocket. Close to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, West Virginia. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Rhodes. Catch made over the middle. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through the 1st quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect.
West Virginia, 7, Texas, 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. 2nd down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Goes to his right side there for the completion. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain moves the ball to a 34. The Mountaineers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And now the handoff. He has first down yardage at the 46. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Looking downfield, it's Figueroa. Makes a quick grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Texas, 3.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. To the air, it's Rhodes. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught quickly. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for the wide out. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a short return to get the tackle on 25. And what a play for this defense.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Scanning the field. It's Figueroa. The pass rush closing in. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Mountaineers. It was a foot race and he won it.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Rhodes. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Mountaineers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him?
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The gain makes it second and medium. It's a shotgun run call. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
West Virginia, 21. Texas, 10.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Defense, and he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, West Virginia. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
To the score. West Virginia, 28. Texas, 10.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the jet sweep here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run up the middle.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Catch made on the right side. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Here's the toss play now, running left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Rhodes. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Receiver makes the catch. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team ends it.
27, and your West Virginia Mountaineers.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. There's a 1st and 10 play.
First down, West Virginia.
Offense looking to throw the ball. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has gotten hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's...
And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 35-10 game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
35, Texas 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They've been
At the 16.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Offense will keep it on the ground here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40. Crucial third down play coming up after that run.
At the 39. It's third down.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Back to throw. It's Rhodes. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The completion makes it 2nd and short. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he pulls in the catch. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Jet sweep receiver trying to find some room. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Second down and goal, upcoming. Vying for the touchdown on the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. They call the counter run here. Fighting him off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it.
Fourth down.
To throw, it's Figueroa. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The Mountaineers line up with a first and goal. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a third down play? They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about.
Hold it.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. That completion sets up an important third down play. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Longhorns looking to keep this drive moving.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
That completion makes it second and medium.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
It's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Back to throw again. There's contact on the throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
West Virginia offense is back out on the field. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down play for this offense.
Brings up third down.
Tight end goes in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.